Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to the online classes of St. Joseph's Academy for class 5th, subject Social Studies, lesson number 18, Natural Resources, part 2, presented by Durga Thapa. My dear students, in the last video class, we studied lesson number 18, Natural Resources, part 1. Now today, we will finish part 2 of lesson number 18, Natural Resources. Very quickly, we go through what are natural resources. The resources refer to all the materials on our planet. Dear students, all the natural resources can be divided into two following categories. The first one is renewable resources and second one is the non-renewable resources. Students, in our last video class, we have already read the renewable resources, that is air, water, soil and land, that is natural vegetation. Now students, today we will study the wildlife, solar energy and the wind energy, that means the remaining renewable resources. Now students, our fifth renewable natural resource is the wildlife. Now students, what is wildlife? Wildlife refers to all the animals, birds and other organisms that live in their natural habitat, and they are a very important part of our ecosystem. A huge number of animals, birds, reptiles and other microorganisms live in the thick forested area. And you know that India has about 89,000 species of animals and 1,200 species of the birds. And these animals are collectively known as the wildlife or the fauna of a country. My dear students, in the last video class, we studied lesson number 18, Natural Resources, part 1. Now today, we will finish part 2 of lesson number 18, Natural Resources. The next renewable resource is the solar energy. Now students, the energy derived from the sun rays is called the solar energy. In this process, the sun rays are trapped in the solar cells to generate the solar energy. Like all other forms of energy, the solar energy also needs to be converted into the electricity. And this is done by using the photovoltaic cells. These cells are like the semiconductors that convert sun's energy directly into electricity. So, solar energy is widely used in heating water, street lighting, traffic signals, sterilizing cans and milk bottles, solar cookers, solar dryers, etc. And you can see in this slide, here is a picture of solar panels to trap the solar energy. Students, solar energy is widely used in Rajasthan and Gujarat in India. Why that is so? Because sun shines more here, sunshine is more, and it is a desert area where the sun rays can be trapped properly. The countries that lies in the tropical zone have the high potential of solar energy, and India also comes in the tropical zone. Students, in our last video class, we have already read the renewable resources, that is air, water, soil, and land, that is natural vegetation. Now students, today we will study the wildlife, solar energy, and the wind energy, that means the remaining renewable resources. Now students, the second category of the natural resources is non-renewable resources. Now, what are non-renewable resources? Yes, the non-renewable resources are those resources that have a limited stock. These resources sooner or later will be used by the human beings. Once exhausted, these resources cannot be replenished in a short period of time. Why? Because they are formed in millions of years. So they may therefore endanger the future of the next generation. Metals and minerals are the best examples of the non-renewable resources. So now we will discuss some non-renewable resources. The first non-renewable resource is coal. Now what is coal? Coal is formed from the remains of the decaying plants, trees, leaves and grasses. The coal formation takes millions of years. That is why coal is a non-renewable resource. Now, coal is generally found in the sedimentary rocks. Due to its great significance, coal is also called the buried sunshine. Okay? Now, students, have you ever think what are the uses of coal? Coal is used as a basic energy resource in a number of industries. It is even used as a domestic fuel to cook food, and steam engines generate electricity using coal. Such type of energy is usually termed as the thermal power. Very quickly, we go through what are natural resources. The resources refer to all the materials on our planet. The next non-renewable resource is petroleum. And students, petroleum is also known as the black gold. Now basically what is petroleum? Petroleum is extracted from the organic materials trapped in the sedimentary rocks. Now students, these rocks lie along the margins of young fold mountains, coastal areas and the offshore regions. And it is drilled from these oil fields in raw form, and then it is sent to be it is sent to the oil refineries to process the crude oil. Here you can see the process of the drilling from the ocean. This is the In this picture, the extraction of the petroleum is happening. Here, the first one is the petroleum is in the deep sea, the ocean bed. And here, the first process is drilling process. Number two, the pumping stations. Number three is oil tanker, where the oil is extracting from the ocean bed and then it is shifted to the other oil tankers. Now students, the second category of the natural resources is non-renewable resources. Now what are non-renewable resources? Yes, the non-renewable resources are those resources that have a limited stock. These resources sooner or later will be used by the human beings. Once exhausted, these resources cannot be replenished in a short period of time. Why? Because they are formed in millions of years. So they may therefore endanger the future of the next generation. Metals and minerals are the best examples of the non-renewable resources. So now we will discuss some non-renewable resources. Students, now let's understand the difference between renewable and non-renewable resources. The first difference, renewable resources can be renewed or replenished in a short period of time. But the non-renewable resources are limited and take millions of years to form. These resources cannot be replenished very easily. Number two difference is some of the renewable resources are unlimited. For example, solar energy that we get from sun and the wind energy. We get it from the air. Now these are also called the inexhaustible resources. On the other hand, non-renewable resources are not unlimited. For example, minerals and fossil fuels. These are also called in these are also called exhaustible resources. Number third, renewable resources can be renewed under suitable environmental conditions, but non-renewable resources cannot be renewed. Fourth, solar, geothermal and wind energy along with biomass and hydropower are good examples of the renewable resources. They can be renewed, but petroleum products, hydrocarbon gas liquids, natural gas, coal and nuclear energy are examples of non-renewable energy that cannot be renewable. Now students, as we have already read that natural resources, both renewable and non-renewable resources, should be used wisely. Presently, there is a continuous rise in population all over the world. Moreover, due to the scientific or technological progress, the human beings are using resources at a much larger scale. And as a result of this excessive exploitation, the non-renewable resources could be exhausted in a near future. On the other hand, the renewable resources are also endangered due to the environmental pollution. They will be also finished. So students, we have to conserve our natural resources for the future generation. Now using natural resources carefully and scientifically is called the conservation of resources. And the wastage of natural resources would be dangerous for the existence of the mankind, because all the life is only possible if the natural resources will be there on earth. Otherwise, no life will be possible without the natural resources. Okay? Thank you students for watching the video. Have a nice day.